Good morning, mountain athletes. What's up in a high five? Welcome to another edition of Live Coaching Session with me, Anthony LaRubio, the founder and head coach at Recal Training. We don't need much today. I am going to invite you to bring a couple of tools, but you don't need much. Definitely need that seat. We're going to start in the seated position. I do invite you to have a yoga mat ready to go for today's session. The two things that are optional, but I do encourage you to bring to the table here, are your Buteyko Belt, so we can get some resistance against our lower rib cage and abdomen area, and your SportsMask. If you do have that, we're going to use that for some air resistance for a few deep breathing exercises. So those are the two things that I invite you, tools-wise, to bring to the table today. And if you don't have any of those, don't worry. We're going to do some alterations that are available to you. So for today's breathwork training session, go ahead and start in that seated position. Let's begin by taking a couple of deep breaths together. Deeply in through your nose. And just sigh the breath out through your mouth. Nice job. We'll do two more just to settle in. Deeply in through the nose. And sigh the breath out through your mouth. Last one, deeply in. And let the breath go. Just focus in on your breathing coming in and out through your nose. Allow yourself this time that we have together, the next 15 to 20 minutes or so, just to focus on you. Focus on your goal that you might have on the mountain. And my goal is that I help you get there, wherever the there is, using good, strong breathing, both from a training perspective and on the mountain. So join me in doing the nose unblocking exercise to begin. That means we'll take a normal breath in through the nose, and then a normal breath out. Pinch your nose and hold your breath now, and gently nod your head up and down. We're looking for a medium level of air hunger during the nose unblocking exercise. Maybe that's in 3, 2, 1. Release your nose, breathe in through your nose immediately after. Breathe normally for 3 breaths. After your next breath, take a normal inhale. Take a normal exhale. Pinch your nose, hold your breath, gently nod your head up and down. Settling into the body, clearing out the nose, getting the system ready for some deep breathing together. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Release, breathe in through the nose immediately after. Good, breathe normally for 3 breaths. Let's take one last breath together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Pinch your nose, hold your breath, nod your head up and down. Relax into the feeling of breathlessness. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Release, breathe in. Good. Hopefully your nose is cleared up a bit. I know the carbon dioxide levels are higher in the blood, which helps dilate blood vessels. And we brought in some nitric oxide in the system as well. All good things. Let's do an exercise. It's really an assessment called the carbon dioxide tolerance test. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a timer up on the screen. We're going to see how long you can extend and exhale for. And that time is your carbon dioxide tolerance test. So we'll begin by taking a couple of normal breaths together, in through the nose, and a normal breath out. One more normal breath together, in, and a normal breath out. And now begin a deep inhale. Fill up your lungs as much as you can. Fill up, fill up, fill up. And now through your nose, try to extend the exhale as long as you can. You're allowing as little amount of air out of your nose as possible. And you're relaxing into that feeling of the air coming out through your nose. Letting as little amount of air out as possible. Swallow if you need to swallow to relax your diaphragm. Try to relax into that feeling of panic, that feeling of breathlessness. If you're already done, you can go ahead and relax and breathe normally. Otherwise, continue your exhale. I'll let the timer run for about 10 more seconds now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you were still exhaling for that time, then your CO2 TT score was 70 seconds. Whatever time was on the screen when you had to take a new breath, that was your CO2 TT. That all is part of the Recal Breath Index. In case you're curious, I invite you to go to that link, assessment.recal.training, and you can do all 5 of the assessments that we offer completely for free. It's just a really great way to know where you stand today with your own breathing. Again, that was the carbon dioxide tolerance test. Okay, let's continue on, shall we? The next thing we're going to do is work our way down to that yoga mat on the ground. We're going to do something first called ball breathing. We're going to bring our knees up into our chest. We're going to breathe against our upper thighs. Then we're going to do an exercise called hook lying diaphragmatic breathing. This is where, if you have that Buteyko belt, I would go ahead and invite you to put that on. I'm going to join you in that. Once again, if you have this tool. Otherwise, that is perfectly fine. You will survive without it. Again, for putting it on, we want it mostly on the lower belly, but just about an inch overlapping onto the rib cage. If you have your sports mask, go ahead and grab that and have that handy as well. We are going to do some deep breathing against resistance here. I'm going to change the camera angle that I'm operating on. We'll see how smoothly this works. 3, 2, 1. Hi again. All right. So from the yoga mat position here, we're going to begin with that ball breathing is what I call it, because you're making yourself into a little ball. Simply grab your knees, bring them up to your chest as tightly as you can make it. Maybe wrap your forearms around your knees, pressing into the lower belly. We're going to breathe for the next 10 breaths or so just to feel the diaphragm expand in the lower belly and press against the top of our thighs. Deeply in through your nose. And exhale. And that's through your nose, I recommend, or mouth, whatever works. Normal breathing. Focus in on feeling your diaphragm flatten out beneath your lungs. As it flattens out in the contraction, it should press against your legs. This, my friends, is the action of the diaphragm. One of the most common bad habits I see with breathing is that people breathe into their chest more dominantly than their belly and their diaphragm. This little exercise helps to give you some physical feedback on your breathing. That way we can shift that habit to breathe deeper into the diaphragm. Let's take just one more breath together. Good. Go ahead and put your feet flat on the ground now. Maybe your knees are forming about a 90-degree angle. This position is called the hook lying position. Again, if you have that Buteyko belt on, that's going to provide some physical resistance in this exercise. We're going to go for 2 rounds. Option 1 is to have your sports mask on, which I'll do for 1 round with you. Option 2 is just to simply block 1 nostril. That's going to provide some air resistance as well. So let me go ahead and put my mask on. And with the mask on, Head flat on the ground beneath you. Again, knees at a 90-degree angle. We're going to take 10 strong breaths together against whatever resistance that you have working for you, either one nostril blocked or with this wonderful tool, the sports mask. Okay? Let's begin. 10 deep breaths. As you inhale, I invite you to feel the diaphragm once again expand upward. If you have that Buteyko belt on, you're probably feeling it against that resistance. Let's go for 3 more breaths together. 2 more breaths. Last deep, strong inhale now. Relax on the exhale. Keep your sports mask on if you have that on. Continue to breathe through that air resistance. We'll recover for the next 5 or 6 breaths. Recover thinking nose, slow, and low on the breathing. The next one, I'm going to join you in one nostril blocked. Let's take one last recovery breath together. Okay, we're going to go for 10 breaths once again. If you want to up the intensity here and really breathe strong, we want to give the diaphragm a workout. This is part of our respiratory muscle training, building the strength of that diaphragm, which helps at high altitude. So with me, from a neutral lung position, we always want to start an inhale from neutral lung in this exercise. Take a normal inhale, normal exhale to neutral lung, and now deeply and fast inhale through the nose. Exhale normally. Deeply in through the nose. Exhale normally. Continue at your own pace for the next 8 breaths. Really feel the diaphragm expand with each inhale. I'm going to go for 3 more breaths. Two more breaths. Last breath all together. Deeply in. Let it go. Good. Go ahead and relax. We're going to go into those 6 recovery breaths. You can take your Buteyko belt off if you had that on and just recover. Just focusing on the air coming in through the nose, focusing on the air going out. I invite you to bring your hands, your fingers together, interlaced behind your back. And then set your back down. That way, again, your fingers are interlaced, pressing up against the lower back. Let's take the next 5 breaths together and hopefully feel the expansion of the breathing press against your fingers on the ground beneath you. And if you don't feel that sensation, give yourself a subtle tilt of the pelvis forward. That might eliminate some of the space that you have in your lower back. This helps to bring some awareness to the 360-degree movement that we should be feeling with each and every breath. Let's go for 3 more breaths. Two more breaths. Last one breath together. Very nice. We're going to end today's session with an exercise called the breath wave. We're going to take some continuous breathing together. It's going to be like a wave-like motion. We're going to take maybe 10 to 15 strong breaths. Some sensations you might feel in doing this exercise is some lightheadedness, maybe some tingling in the hands or the feet. We are changing the biochemistry of the blood while doing this. If any of that feels uncomfortable, unbearable to you, go ahead and slow down your breathing. Otherwise, stick with me for the full breath wave exercise. After we're done breathing strong, we're going to go into a small breath hold after an exhale. So that's going to be the flow of the breath wave exercise. Once again, from that hook lying position, feet flat on the ground, knees at a 90-degree angle, I invite you to put one hand up on your chest, one hand on your belly, and breathe in through your nose. Fill up your belly first. Feel the hand on your belly rise. Continue the inhale into your chest. Exhale through your mouth. Let everything go. Good. Inhale through your nose. Fill up your belly. Then your chest. Exhale through your mouth. This is the wave-like motion of breathing. Inhale, once again, same pattern. Exhale, let it go. Continue for 10 more. Keep going for 5 more breaths. 4 more. 3 more breaths. Last 2, stick with it. Last 1, deeply in. Let it go and hold your breath. After the exhale, just relax your arms to your side. Feel the weight of your body on the ground beneath you. And just notice any of the sensations you feel in your body right now. If that panicky feeling of breathlessness creeps up, do your best to relax. Know that your body has more than enough oxygen in the system right now. Continue to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep inhale through your nose, fill up your lungs, and hold that breath. Maybe stick out your chest. Feel the strength in this position. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale that breath out. Just notice as your normal breathing comes back to you, what the air feels like coming in, what the air feels like going out. Keep your eyes closed and just focus on that sensation of the air coming in and out through your nose. Coming out of our meditation now, we'll take 2 deep breaths together. Go ahead and take a big breath in through the nose. Let the breath go. One more deep breath in. Let the air go and put a smile on your face as you exhale. Begin to move whatever you want to move, maybe your hands and wrists, feet and ankles. Start to make your way back up to a seated position, back up to the screen that you're watching this from. I want to thank you all so much for joining today's live stream coaching session. Once again, my name is Anthony LaRubio from Recal Training. My goal is to help you channel strong breathing to accomplish your goal on the mountain, whatever that is. Today, we went through an assessment carbon dioxide tolerance test. We then went into some strong breathing against air resistance and physical resistance. Then we ended with the breath wave, just a way to bring some conscious awareness to filling up with the belly, the chest, letting it go, and hopefully ending with a nice calming meditation. I wish you a wonderful week ahead, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Take care, everybody. Bye now.